Hi there, everybody. I'm Stephen Robertson here with the West End Cultural Center for Lesson 4 in the tune-in program for bass guitar. Last lesson, we went over the 4 frets and how to stretch your fingers to get used to them, to train yourself for getting all the way down here, the 12th fret. So, to start off, let's go back and have a little bit of a reminder, and as well, if you have any issues with the last lesson, go back and watch it to get yourself up to date if you have in fact missed it. Or if you have any issues or even frustrated at any point that you can't do anything here today, no problem, go back. The lessons are always there to help you out. But if you're all ready to go, let's just jump in. So we're going to be down here back again at the 4 frets, fret 1, 2, 3, and 4, right down here. Of course, if you're having any issues with remembering, look for the 2nd or 3rd dot on your neck and go 1 down. That's when you know you have your 4th. So let's just get into it. 1st fret on with your 1st finger, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, and pinky finger on the 4th fret. And we're going to do that now on the A string. So let's head on down. 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, and of course, pinky on the 4th. Now, it's okay to get used to having different thumb positions. Of course, if you have bigger hands, smaller hands may have to do that. Bigger hands, you may have to do it as well. It's whatever makes you comfortable. Of course, it's always better if you put your thumb back there, but if you need to get down to the lower part of the neck, for the lower strings, you can always do that. Now let's head down to the D string, just to the fact we cleared that up. 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, pinky finger on the 4th fret. Now we're going to go do that on the G string. 1st fret, 1st finger. 2nd fret, 2nd finger. 3rd fret, 3rd finger. And pinky finger on 4th fret. There we go. So now what we're going to do is do a bit of an exercise of climbing up the neck on 1 string at a time. So let's get into it. So let's go back to the beginning there on the E string where we did that fret climb with our 4 fingers. So follow me again. 1st finger, 1st fret. 2nd finger, 2nd fret. 3rd finger, 3rd fret. Pinky finger, 4th fret. Now, I'm not going to move just yet. So what we're going to do is now we're going to move our hand all the way up with our 1st finger now going to be pressing on the 5th fret. Right here. Now, let's continue. So now your 1st finger should be on your 5th fret. 2nd finger should be on your 6th. 3rd finger should be on your 7th. And pinky should be on the 8th. Now again, we're going to move up and put our 1st finger now on the 9th fret. So, 1st finger 9th fret. 2nd finger 10th fret. 3rd finger 11th fret. And then this is when that little stretch of knowing your pinky and training it is always important. Now we're going to go put our pinky on the 12th fret. Now a little trick you can do here is actually moving the guitar upwards by pressing up or even having a certain height. That's where your straps and having a comfortable position always is important. So of course, pinky at the 12th. My opinion, one of the harder parts to learn when it comes to this part of the lessons. As you can see, even my hand position is a bit odd because of the fact you have to go straight up, and even the thickness of your neck can affect the actual reach around of your fingers. Now let's do this entirely again on the A string. Of course, 1st fret, 1st finger. 2nd fret, 2nd finger. 3rd fret, 3rd finger. And of course, pinky on the 4th. Now we're going to move it all the way up with the 1st finger now on the 5th fret. 2nd finger, 6th. 3rd finger, 7th. And now pinky on the 8th. Now, once again, we're going to shift up the next 4. Now, your 1st finger should now be on the 9th of the A string. Now, 2nd finger should be on the 10th. 3rd finger on the 11th. And pinky now on the 12th. Now you should be able to see that it's a lot easier and more comfortable for me to go there rather than having to stretch my pinky all the way up there. It's just when it comes to the different type of bass neck you have and also the size of your hand. Those variables, the neck can be controlled by your bass, but your hand you can't exactly adjust unless you keep practicing like we are here now. Now let's go up to the D string and continue this exercise. Now we're all the way here. First finger on the first fret. Second finger on the second fret. Third finger on the third fret. And pinky on the fourth. Now that we've done that, let's go and shift up with our first finger on the fifth fret. Second on the sixth. Third on the seventh. Pinky on the eighth. Now let's go ahead and shift it right up another 4 frets. Your first finger again, you probably could tell where we're going to go with this. First finger on the 9th fret. Second on the 10th. Third on the 11th. And once again, good old pinky on the 12th. Now, we're going to go ahead and shift our hand all the way back down to the bottom and start again on the G string. So let's head back down there. So, first finger, first fret. Second finger, second fret, of course. Third finger, third fret. Fourth finger, or your pinky, on the 4th fret. Now let's shift it all the way down. First finger on the 5th fret. Second finger on the 6th fret. Third finger on the 7th fret. And pinky on the 8th. Let's shift it all down. First finger on the 9th. Second finger on the 10th. Third finger on the 11th. And pinky on the 12th. Now, this entire exercise is exactly what we're going to be going here today. So, with that, let's go ahead and I'm going to start doing it here without saying the finger names so you can follow along. Let's go ahead with it. So, and there we go. That's all the strings upwards. Now we're going to do the exercise of going down back to the top of the neck. And it's not that simple. You probably got caught there. Let's go ahead and do it. And of course, we're going to start exactly where we just ended off here on the G string, starting on the 12th fret. So now that we're all the way down here, let's climb back on up. So follow along. And of course, I'm going to go in reverse here for you guys so you can keep along and you don't get confused. So let's try it out. Pinky finger on the 12th fret. Third finger on the 11th. Second finger on the 10th. First finger on the 9th. Now we're going to shift down, starting with our pinky finger on the 8th. Third finger on the 7th. Second finger on the 6th. First finger on the 5th. Now we're going to go back down with pinky on the 4th. Third finger on the 3rd. Second finger on the 2nd. And first finger on the 1st. And we're going to take our hand and shift it all the way back up with our pinky on the 12th of the D string. Let's start right now. Pinky on the 12th, third finger on the 11th, second finger on the 10th, first finger on the 9th. Shift our hand down, putting our pinky finger on the 8th fret of the D string. Third finger on the 7th, second finger on the 6th, first finger on the 5th. And now we're going to shift our hand down again, pinky on the 4th, third finger on the 3rd, second finger on the 2nd fret, and first finger on the 1st. And now we're going to shift back up and put our pinky on the 12th fret of the A string. Third finger on the 11th, second finger on the 10th, first finger on the 9th. Now let's shift our hand down with our pinky on the 8th fret. Third finger on the 7th, second finger on the 6th, first finger on the 5th. Then we're going to shift our hand down, pinky on the 4th, third on the 3rd fret, second finger on the 2nd fret, first finger on the 1st fret. Now here comes the part where training your pinky is very much important, is where we're going to take our pinky and now head to the 12th fret of the E string. Let's get started. Of course, not very a pleasant part of learning the bass and quite boring, but it's going to help you in the long run of helping you write and play some incredible bass lines. So let's jump back into it and finish off this part. So pinky on the 12th. Third finger on the 11th. Second finger on the 10th. First finger on the 9th. Then we're going to shift our hand down. Pinky on the 8th. Third on the 7th. Second on the 6th. First on the 5th. Shift our hand down. Pinky on the 4th. Third finger on the 3rd. Second finger on the 2nd. And first finger on the 1st. There you go. So by going back to what we've just learned today, this will help you with your pinky and being able to train it and build up the muscle. Of course, the pinky being one of your weakest fingers, it's not as strong as these three guys right here. And so, work on this, go back to this video, and look over everything we did in case you are having any difficulties or frustration. Because next week, we're going to be going over what the note names are of every fret, which is going to play out a lot in the week after that, with our first and only song we're going to learn in this series, which is a easy beginner song, but also a fun one and song that a lot of people got drawn into to learn bass and guitar because of its iconic riff. And I'm not going to say which one it is just yet. I'm going to leave you guys to know until next week. So with that, of course, go back if you're confused. And until then, keep rocking, guys. This is Stephen Robertson with the West End Cultural Center in the Tune In program. I'll see you guys next lesson. Take care now.